feel like, in the nail industry, it's a little bit easier to be able to, not that you should, but it's easier to be able to get clientele without a license because it's something that you can learn. And yes, it takes practice, but you will never learn if you don't practice.
I would tell them, like, because they would see my nails, like, oh, your nails are cute. And I'm like, oh, my God, they look horrible. But and I'll, like, be like, I'm just practicing. I'm trying to, like, learn how to do nails. And they were actually like, well, you can practice with us. And I'm like, oh, my God, I can't promise you, like, a good service because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
Because I would, like, tell them, like, I really want to go to school, but, I don't have the money for it right now. And they're like, it's okay. You can practice with us for now. And that's how I kind of started my picking up, like, little customers.
Yeah.
And I still have those customers till today.
That's awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beauty Bound with your host, Cristal Rubio. You can find me at Pro Bookkeeping and Beauty Bound TX on Instagram, and we're also on TikTok. Today, I am very excited because, as y'all know, I've been looking for a nail tech to be on the podcast for the last year or so. Because I feel like there's constantly all these new laws, all these new regulations, and I'm always telling you about all the hair stuff, the skin stuff, but you guys never get to hear about the nail stuff. And I only know so much because all the laws that I know are California. So I'm very excited to welcome Clara. And she is here today. I know she's been trying to get a hold of me for for a hot minute, but please, introduce yourself. Let us know a little bit about yourself.
Okay, yes. I'm Clara. Everybody knows me as Clara Beauty Nails. I've been in business full-time, 8 years full-time.
Oh, wow.
But I've loved nails since literally I was 12 years old. I fell in love with it, and that's all I ever wanted to do. Yeah. I was like, when I grow up, I'm going to be a nail tech. I'm going to own my own salon, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Oh, man. And a lot of people, I feel they don't understand that want or that need at such a young age for something like nails or the beauty industry. And I always tell people, you don't realize what a kid's dreams are until you start asking them. Because as parents, sometimes we don't ask because we're just so go to school. But what are you freaking passionate about, I
remember, I think YouTube was barely happening. I was in middle school, and I started getting my computer top, girl.
Yeah.
I would run home from school and go on YouTube and look at nail videos. Yeah. And I'm like, that is so cute. And then I would go and practice what I learned. Yeah. It was just regular polish, but I loved it. And that was my hobby. So I started my hobby, and I was terrible at school, girl. Yeah. Terrible. So I was like, I don't want to go to college.
Yeah. Not for me.
Not for me. I'm like, I just want to be in the beauty industry since 12 years old. And I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I've been working ever since for my little dream that I'm like, one day I'm going to have my own salon or my own little studio. So
did you go straight into, obviously, so you finished high school.
Yes.
And then did you go straight to beauty school, or did you kind of, because I know this is what I did. So I was 13 or 14, and Mom bought me the little acrylic kits, right? And I would do my cousin's nails, and I would do just, get paid $5 to, little.
Yeah, that was kind of me. Even in high school, I wanted to do it actually in high school because they had it there. But I wasn't able to because I had to choose, do I want to be in cheer or do I want to be in cosmetology?
Oh, man.
And at the moment, cheer in high school, it was just so much fun. So I decided to do cheer instead of Cosmo. So straight out of high school, I went to beauty school.
Okay.
And, well, that's when the other journey kind of started.
Okay.
But I was going to go for beauty, and I did actually cosmetology because I feel like when you go into these, when you go to a beauty school and you know what you want. You want to do either skin or you want to do just nails. And I walked in there young, didn't really know. I was like, I want to do nails. And then they kind of well, do you think you want to do the whole thing? You want to do skin? You want to do hair? You want to do nails? And I was like, well, I never really thought about it, but I'll give it a try. Yeah. So I did it. Worst mistake ever.
Oh my gosh.
They focused more on just hair. And I'm like, this is not what and then I realized I hate doing hair.
Yeah.
So it was the program was so much longer, so much more money, and they weren't really teaching me anything about nails. Like, I would go home and still look at YouTube to teach myself, and I didn't really like that. And
that's what sucks, because a lot of beauty schools, especially because beauty schools, if people don't know, they're a for-profit. They're not for, they're non-profits. They're for-profit. So anytime they see fresh meat, basically, it's
so young.
Yeah,
too,
they will tell
advantage.
you. They will tell you, like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Let's, I remember when I was in beauty school, I went because I wanted to do the whole program, but I knew more nails than the instructors did there. So I got stuck doing nails all the time when I was like, well, wait, I actually came to learn other things,
Yeah.
But for you, it's like you could have probably, what, is it 600 hours for the nail course?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Opposed to, like, I think back then it was like 1,400 or 15.
For
Cosmo.
Yeah, and then for nails, it's like 600 or something like that.
So it's like you literally wasted
a whole year and a half.
Oh,
and
my
then the
gosh.
money, and then too, like, it's much more harder to pass. If you want to do hair, you have to learn color corrections, all the chemicals, all the sanitation for not only like skin but hair.
Yeah.
And then the nails. But the nails is like a smaller portion.
Yes,
so
it's probably like a full month. I feel like if you like squeeze it all together, it's like a full month of just nails.
Yes, and so that's kind of how my journey kind of started.
Yeah.
But I had a big old pause.
Why?
So I was a beauty school dropout.
No way.
Because life happened, and I didn't have a great relationship with my parents.
Okay.
And so they ended up kicking me out.
Yeah.
And then I was pretty much
oh man, so that
all by
completely
myself.
Yeah. So what did you do during that time? That, like, I mean, where'd you go? What?
Girl, I was straight out of high school. My parents didn't even want to teach me how to drive. So I had to learn how to drive, how to get to beauty school. It became really hard. I had no money.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So then life got the best of me, and I had to take a pause and figure out life.
Yeah. Oh, man. But look at you now. Like, I mean, how long ago was that?
When I was like 19. So probably like, I don't know, in 2013, 2012. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So that was hard in itself, and especially when you have a dream and you don't have those supportive parents.
I did not have supportive family or parents at the moment, because I was doing like really bad choices in life. You get to that age and you're straight out of high school and you want to like party and you want to have fun. And I was stuck with, because Clara le encanta el pedo. I andaba Clara en el pedo. Always partying and stuff. But I was like, I did want to do that, but it's just like life happens, friends, distractions, and I was so young too, and I regret not following, like, okay, go to school, your parents are still helping you. No, I always like did not have a great relationship with my parents, so we were always fighting. And
were they strict?
they're the Mexican
so it's
strict.
Like hasta que te cases vas a salir de aquí,
no
or you have to listen.
No llegas a la casa, ven a recoger tus cosas, ahí están. Bye.
Dang.
And I was like, wait,
you're like, wait, are you serious? Are you for real?
Yes, that's literally how it happened. Like, I went home because I didn't have keys.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, oh, I'm home. And I'm like, yeah. And your stuff is packed up. And you can go ahead and go. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh, my gosh. And they never looked back.
No.
They never even.
And then I was so prideful, too, because, girl, I was struggling. I was not in a good relationship. And I just figured it out. And I was like, can I go home? But I was too prideful to be like, hey, I'm actually struggling and I'm not in a healthy relationship. And they thought I was.
Oh,
and
man.
I tucked it up. Like, I was like, nope, I'm not going to go tell my parents like the struggles that I have.
And they never got to see how much you struggled or how bad things were in your relationship to be able to be like, hey, regresate. Like, we're here for you.
Here and there, but like I said, I never really had a good relationship with my mom or my parents. So I was like partially also raised by my mom. My aunt.
Yeah.
She kind of raised me. So even since I was like 5 years old, I was never home. I was always on siempre en la calle.
Yeah, en la calle.
Siempre en la calle. So I would always go to my aunt. So she kind of raised me. So she's more like my mom.
Okay.
So But yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't want to show any of my family that I was struggling. So I would just
Bien orgullosa.
Yes, I would just keep to myself. And, you know, to social media and to the world, it looked like I had my shit together, but I really didn't.
So what happened then, or like what turned around for you to finally be like, okay, I'm done with this shit. I need to like refocus and I need to do what I want to do.
Well, I knew if I wanted to go back to school, like my parents had cut me off, so they were not going to help me with school. And, you know, beauty school is expensive. And I was just like working my ass off, like double shift. I worked so many jobs. I was in realtor before that.
Okay.
Not a realtor, I'm sorry. In the real
estate?
No. Sorry. The ropa, ¿cómo se llama?
Retail.
Yes, I did retail. So I did a lot of retail, and I would sell.
Yeah.
That's all I ever did, retail. And I was like, yeah.
Did you ever you got to the point where you were just like, yeah.
I was tired of working for other people.
Yeah.
I was tired of like every job that I had, it was like, okay, I was so great at, because I'm a hard worker.
Yeah.
And they would always put me as a manager and, you know, doing things to run the business. So that's kind of how I learned how to run a business.
Okay.
Before I learned how to do my own business. So I was always put in like manager position, and I would work my ass off, and I would sell whatever I was selling. Like I'm pretty good at sales.
Yeah. But I'm sure you also got to the point where like, as you're doing all this, you're like, fuck, like I'm building somebody else's business up.
Yes.
And I'm probably, you know, you're probably like busting your ass all these hours, only not to even get a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Not even a thank you. It's just like, okay, we need bigger sales, more numbers, but never actually like giving you that, you know, that like, man, you're doing a good job, or that raise, or that.
Yeah, it's like so much you can do, and then you're always going to work for somebody else. So it's like you're working their dreams, not really your dreams. So I'm like, I was like stuck there, and I was just miserable, and I was like, tengo que echar ganas, because like I have to keep on making money, save up money to go to school, because that's what I want to do. Because
I think like even the nail program, you don't get financial aid for the nail program, correct?
You can.
Yeah. But I think because I know like, well, I went to like 2010, I went to beauty school. And I think the reason they were enticing more girls to do the full program, or they wouldn't let them do the nail program, was because, one, it was cheaper. And I think financial aid back then didn't cover it. And it was like for the Maranello schools. So Maranello kind of screwed up a lot of people. They ended up closing, you know. But I know it didn't cover it. And it was expensive. And obviously, like, now, you know, when you went, how long did it take you opposed to how long it was going to take you this time around?
It took me 7 years to go back, girl.
Dang.
Because life happened, and I was just struggling. But I always knew that I wanted to be a nail tech, and that's all I ever wanted to do. So, so I just worked my ass off. And one day I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to start. I didn't have money to buy the supplies or anything. I started with my nieces and some of my friends. Yeah. And I used to work at a boot store. Yeah. And I was manager there, and I would sell boots all the time. Yeah. So I had returning not clients, customers. Yeah. And, you know, yo me llevo bien con todos, so I would always talk to them, and I would tell them, like, because they would see my nails, like, oh, your nails are cute. And I'm like, oh, my God, they look horrible. But I'm just, and I'll, like, be like, I'm just practicing. I'm trying to, like, learn how to do nails. And they were actually like, well, you can practice with us. Like, random people that were, like, my customers wanted to be my clients. And I'm like, oh, my God, I can't promise you, like, a good service because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. And they're like, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Because I would, like, tell them, like, I really want to go to school, but, you know, I don't have the money for it right now. And they're like, it's okay. You can practice with us for now. And that's how I kind of started my picking up, like, little customers. Yeah. And I still have those customers till today. That's awesome. They have followed me from, like, job to everything.
And I feel like, you know, in the nail industry, it's a little bit easier to be able to, not that you should, but it's easier to be able to get clientele without a license because it's something that you can learn. And yes, it takes practice, but you will never learn if you don't practice. Yeah. And I feel that, like, even, yes, your license is necessary, but when I started doing nails, like, I started also doing nails without a license and before I even went to school because I thought it was cool. It was fun. So you are able to gain that trust too from people because they're seeing your progress. They're seeing the process. They're seeing like, dang, like look at what her nails look like then, and just a few months, look at what they look like now. And I'm sure if you look at your nails now from back then, you're like, what the heck was that?
Yes.
You know? Because now, like I've been looking at your nails and I'm like, dang girl, like you get down. And all the designs and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you do Pam's nails, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know she, like the first time she came to the podcast, she had like a fresh set. Yeah. But getting into it, like finally being able to open your business, like you went to school and then did you go work for somebody else or did you start off like still continuing on?
I continue just because I always had that Instagram for my beauty one because like I said, since I graduated from high school, I said, one day I'm going to be a nail tech or in the beauty industry. So I made that like forever ago and I had a lot of followers there throughout my whole life journey that they had followed me there. And when I started doing nails, I started posting. Like my work was not great, but I just like, you know what? If I don't post myself, nobody's going to know what I'm actually doing. So I was very embarrassed at first to post my nails, and I haven't taken them off because I want people to see my progress. Yeah. They were horrible.
And it's always good. I think it's always good because, you see, you go back and you're like, dang, that cuticle needed to be cleaned up a little bit more.
Girl,
or the acrylic. Or because now, did you always do the Russian manicures?
No, I didn't. I just started that a year ago.
Okay. And what made you go into that?
That's what's trending right now. And it's just like what's new right now. It's just looks beautiful. Like, why would you not? And I've noticed it. I like to learn every time there's something new with nails. Mm-hmm. I like to learn about it and give my clients the best service that I can get because, like, I love nails myself. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes in the beauty industry, some girls, like, they just get stuck with their clients and doing that repetitively the same thing. Yes. Even with the nails, like, there's some nail techs that only do, like, gel polish manicures. Yeah. And that's all they service and regular pedicures. And that's all they, they don't want to learn how to do designs or how to like, oh, there's acrylic. I want to do acrylic. Oh, now there's Gel X. Let me learn how to do Gel X. They're like, oh, no, that doesn't last. I don't know how to do it. This is what's making me money right now. Let me just stick with that. So there's some.
But bro, like.
Yes, like you're not evolving. Like you're not learning.
So when. Like now that you offer, is it all that you offer now? Just the Russian manicures, or do you still do like acrylics?
I don't really do acrylic. I only have like one person that I do acrylic. Yeah. But they get them super long.
Oh, dang.
But everybody else, I have changed all my clients, and they trust me. Whatever I say goes, because they're like, girl, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try this, and that's how it's been since the beginning. Like I didn't know how to do nails. My clients were like, hey, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to learn. They're going to be, and they were like, okay, girl, they trust you. Like, they're like, you know how you're going to make my nails look pretty. If you think they're going to last, then go for it. And then I was just like, okay. So every time, slowly, I was changing all my clients from acrylic to gel. Mm-hmm. It's just so much more easier and, like, so much more cleaner. Yes. Like, the air is cleaner because it doesn't stink up like acrylic. And I know. The powder, too, is different when I take it off. Yeah. Like, the gel.
It's finer, right?
It's very fine. So, like, the dust collector really sucks it up. So, there's not, like, dust going everywhere. And making
little particles of acrylic. Yes. Of acrylic everywhere.
Yes.
So, because I know, like, Gel X is also a form of gel.
Yes, it's a soft gel.
Yeah. So, what is the difference between, for those, who are still students or who are just, barely trying to go to beauty school, what is the difference between the Gel X and, like, a Russian manicure?
So, the Russian manicure itself is just, like, the preparation of the cuticle. Okay. Like, that's the Russian. Now, if you do, if it says Russian manicure with sculpture gel, then that's, like, with the soft gel, or it can be a hard gel. Okay. Or you can put on your Gel X. So, that's, like, the next step. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. And then, because I know, and then the Gel X is, like, with the nail form, right? I'm telling you, I haven't done nails in I don't know how long. I was stuck, like, maybe 5 years ago.
Girl, it's a whole world. Even when you say, oh, I have gel nails. Yeah. Okay.
What kind?
What kind? Because there's acrylic, there's poly gel, there's soft gel, there's hard gel. There's acrylic gel. Like there's, once you get to the family of gels, like
so many.
And then you have gel polish, which that's just the polish itself, but it's also a gel. So it's like,
dang. See, I think when I stopped doing nails, it was the poly gel. So the little tube, and you just squeeze it out and then form it with. It was still with the brush, but oh my gosh, I can't remember the brand that I was trying.
It starts something with a P, right?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, dang, like
I think
that's
I used
cool.
it before.
Yeah, but then I was like it's, I don't know, like it just wasn't it. But I know there's so many other things now that I'm just like, damn.
So many. And I feel like now people are just starting to go away from acrylic because first of all, acrylic is hard to master.
Oh, yeah.
Like really hard to master. It's stinky. It's messy. And the gel, it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't have no problems with lifting on my clients.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll be like, damn, I hit my nail so hard, but it didn't break, and it didn't hurt as much as it would with acrylic. Because acrylic, once it hardens, it becomes hard, like hard. So if you bump it really hard, it can crack, and it just cracks your natural nail with it and everything.
Yeah.
And it hurts more. And gel, it's a little bit more flexible. So when you bump it, like, it doesn't hurt as much and it doesn't like pop off and break.
Yeah.
So that's the difference too.
And that's insane because it's true. Like I remember I had a client who had, I think she fell in when she went to grab onto something.
Ooh.
Her whole nail, like her actual nail came off with the acrylic. And she wasn't even wearing long nails. They were short. But I remember that like she came in, she's like, I need you to cut it off. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, Roshana, I can't do that.
Gushing out blood.
Yeah, because it was horrible. And she's like, it hurts so bad. Yeah. And I remember like it happened to her twice. And she would only wear like really, really short nails. But it was just the way that she like tapped it,
Yeah, because it's the impact of the acrylic being so hard and then it's stuck on your natural nail. It's going to rip your natural nail with it.
Yeah, and to me, see, it was easy though to like, and again, like I had been doing since the 90s is when I started, practicing on myself and friends, the nails. So for me, the acrylic was really easy to build. I remember like towards the end of doing nails, I did try the builder gel. Girl, that was a whole different like ballpark.
It is. You have to like there's so many, like all the gels that I mentioned.
Yeah.
But they all have different consistency, like viscosity. Yeah. And you work it different,
Fuck.
Everything's different. Even
that humbles me.
Yes, they're all different, and how you apply it. Yeah. You have to. Like
it's a whole system, right?
It's a whole system. It's a whole little technique. Every gel has a different technique. Every brand is different on their viscosity, and they work differently. Yeah. So you just have to learn which one. Like you stick with one you like. Yeah. And if that works with your clients and for you, just run with it.
Yeah. And see, I tried the Young Nails because that's the acrylic that I used to use. Young Nails.
I use that one when I do use acrylic.
Oh my gosh. But the Young Nails gel, like the builder gel, I would sit there and tap it and then I'm like, all right, flip it, like trying to level it out. I was like, I can't do this shit.
Even my clients right now, they're kind of getting used to it, but like I'll be like forming it with the gel and then I'm like, okay, be ready. And then I'll be like, okay, go.
Yeah, because it's like that building.
Yes, because they sometimes now they kind of get it because I've been doing it for a while on them. But at first they're like, wait, what? And then like, yes, put it in, hurry because it's going to go to the side. And so now they're learning, and they're learning what's a heat spike too, because it can be a little bit, the heat spike. They're like, why does it hurt? Is it like burning my finger? And I'm like, no, they're the particles hardening, and that's what the reaction is. Like it's, your nail is fine.
I had, so this was a couple years ago, I was getting my nails done and I was getting the gel. And I remember it was when she would apply her normal, like the thinness of it, it was like, in steps, it was good. And then one time it was like I think she was in a hurry and she went like super heavy on it and I put them in, it burned so bad. Like, and it was more than that, like, little heat spike. It was like it hurt.
Yeah. And it also depends, honestly, it depends on the brand, depends on the color of the gel too. And it depends, sometimes, like, clients feel a little bit more sensitive. Yeah. So They come one day, they come the other time, the other day it burns more. And it burns on one finger.
I felt like a bitch that day.
You know, I had this one client one time that she would never say nothing about it. And she was just like, and then I was just like, do they not hurt you at all? And she's like, is it supposed to hurt? I don't know if it's supposed to hurt or not, but I was just like, I've just been taking it like, and I'm like, girl, you can put it in for 4 seconds, then take it out, and then like slowly, gradually like dry it. But she wasn't communicating with me, so I was just like, no, I didn't want to be no bitch, so I just
my gosh, that actually sounds like me, because I would have done the same thing, and it's because, and I would do the same thing, but it was that one day that I was just like, I had my hand in, and I was like, oh, like
it hurts, like.
I was like, what the hell? And she looked at me. She's like, does it never hurt? I'm like, no, it always does. But this time it was bad.
Yeah, I was like, no, you can do it gradually. So, like, you know, but now that clients are more familiar with the service, now they know, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, despacito, otra. Okay, like little by little. I don't even have to walk them through. They already know. But this client was just like a pro, like, and I was like, does it not hurt you? Yeah. She's like, yes. And I didn't want to say anything.
Oh my gosh. And I think it's more of that, like, you do go into, as a client, you do go into that, like, I don't want to be a bitch. Like,
or
I'm about to take it.
Some clients I have my quiet ones that are very shy, and then just like, if I don't ask the questions, they just kind of like let me go for it. And I'm like, I need to, you know, like.
So I see that, obviously, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok.
Yes.
How long has it taken you to be able to build a full clientele list, to be able to be like, you know, I'm about to raise my prices because I need new people?
I think it's a lot of word of mouth, because at first I did use Instagram as like a way of letting people know, like, hey, I'm a nail tech and I'm doing nails, like, you know, book your appointment. So I would use Instagram a lot and would always be posting like openings, or these are my openings, and just like that would give me clients. But I was getting clients like word of mouth. Okay. So it was more of like me doing the work, or my clients wearing the nails, getting recomendada. That's how I kind of booked more. And then I became a little bit more busy with that. Then it's kind of hard to keep up with social media. So then I've been slacking a lot on social media, because like you get so busy. But I think if you do like a good work and people love going to your space and it's just a good vibe, and they're like, oh, that's my girl, you know, te van a recomendar a otra. Y esa va a venir y le va a recomendar a otra. Entonces,
Siempre va a ser,
you know. And I think also because I've been doing nails for so long, I have like returning clients, because there's some clients that don't come every 3 weeks, you know. They come just for their birthdays, or just, you know, like they don't get their nails done that often. But when they do their nails, they'll remember, Clara. And then they would book. So that just kind of kept me more busy throughout the years, and just.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you ever think about, you know, now that you're in the industry and that you've gotten good and you've mastered what you do, about teaching or wanting to, I don't know, to like put out any classes and stuff?
Yes. So I'm like, there's a lot of behind the scenes of Clara Beauty Nails that I don't really tell people what I'm up to. I just kind of like, boop. And then I'm like, this is what I've been working on. But yeah, my teacher from beauty school actually has been reaching out to me like a couple times throughout the years. And she's like, hey, would you like to teach, like, and be an instructor? And I say yes, but then I get so busy with my job that I'm like, I don't have time.
I don't have time.
I don't have time. But I do want to do. That's one of the things that I do want to work out now, because I'm just like so passionate about nails.
And I always think like, again, I think beauty school is a stepping stone. And obviously beauty school, you don't get to learn everything. Like you come out and you might as well not know anything.
No, they don't. They just give you enough so you can pass your test. That's all their goal is.
That's what they care about. And sanitation.
Sanitation. And if you pass, that looks good on their school, and then they want to get more people to. It's about money. It's all a business. And if you want to learn how to do, you know, designs, that's not in the test to pass and be licensed. Like they don't teach you all that.
You got to learn all that on your own.
You got to learn all that.
And there's I feel like also, once you get out of beauty school, you always hear about all of these extra classes, right, outside, and obviously because you want to stay up to date on the trends and stuff.
Yes.
But I feel like there's always classes for hair, for, whether it's haircuts, colors, and all the good stuff for hair. And there's always a lot of waxing classes too. But for nails, it's kind of really unheard of. Like, it's very rare.
There is a lot.
There is?
Once you're in the nail world, I follow a lot of nail people.
Okay.
And there's a lot of classes, but you just have to be in the world
to know.
Right? They're like, oh, they're teaching, sculpture, and they're doing 3D classes and arts, or they're doing Russian manicures, or they're doing Russian pedicures classes. And you just have to know where to go and what you're looking at. That there are always a lot of classes.
And do we have a lot of those here in San Antonio?
Not here in San Antonio, but
just kind of like at the shows?
At the shows and like pretty much anywhere else. I follow a lot of nail techs all over the world. Yeah. Even some that I don't know what, they're like from like Russia, and I don't know what they're saying, but I'm like looking at what they're doing. And once you're a nail tech and you know your products, like you can just look at a video and you know exactly what product they're using, and then you kind of know what they're doing. So there is a lot of classes, but you either have to travel to get them, or there's now everything's digital, so there's a lot of online classes. Yeah. So, but
yeah, because see, back then it was, I don't know if you've ever heard of Nooni's Nails, Noonie Torres. So he used to be huge, right? Yes. And I used to be in charge of one of his nail groups, like back in maybe 13 or 14. Around there. And it was me and another friend that we used to handle his group. We actually went and we got a class, like he gave us free classes because we used to handle all of it. And so he was like the it person back then.
He's the one with the barbita, right?
Sí. Like very bitchy sometimes.
Yes, I still follow his stuff. And he has
nails.
He has his nail products too, right?
Yes, Noonie Nails. Yes. Yeah, Noonie Torres.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I know he's like built different things in throughout the years. I don't follow him anymore, but I remember I learned so much from him. Like just we went out to Kissimmee to me and my friend flew out there, and I remember like just learning from him, and I was just like in such awe, of like, dang, like this guy knows his shit. And how he built the acrylic and everything. It was just really, really good.
Yeah.
Also, like another one that was like really cool to learn from was Tony. What was his name? Tony. He uses the blades a lot to cut.
I know what you're talking about. Right? He's like really big on social media, and he does like a lot of art with acrylic, but using like navajita.
Navajita, yes, and like the X-Acto knife.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
that is like talent.
Yes.
He'll do like a little checkered board or like little designs like these,
and it's all just like I would sit there and like watch those videos. It's just so like satisfying.
And they are so satisfying.
Him, and then also oh my gosh, the pink bottles. I can't remember. Something couture.
Valentino.
No, Valentino's good.
Oh, couture. Yes. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Couture. I know, but I met him at the show, at the beauty show.
Is he nice in person?
He is nice. Yeah. He's super tall.
Is he? No
He's
way.
from Arizona, right?
Yeah. And he has like the blonde hair. And
yes.
Like hasta se fue se hizo.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's really good at his nail art. I feel like every artist has their own little style, and his style is cute. The designs are cute, all sparkles, and his clients
all
long,
pink,
everything
like
pink.
His whole brand is pink.
Yeah, and I think that's when pink was all in. So he had all his brand pink, and because I see him I still see him go live. He goes live like every single day.
Yes, I'm like, dang,
that's dedication.
Yes, I'm like, dude, like I can't even like post on my Instagram like all the time. Yeah,
like I do nails. I'm Clara B nails. I do Bad Apps nails, but do I post half of the stuff that I do? No.
Oh my gosh! And the thing is like for nails, I feel like even though it seems you would think it's so easy to just like, oh, my work is here, I'm done, let me take a picture. But you're freaking rushing. You're like, okay, next. Like trying to make sure everything looks nice. And by the time you're done, you forget about that picture.
So many times I forget. And then sometimes they were so good and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Or you know what, I'm in the end and I'm like, I should have recorded how I did that design because that would have been an amazing Instagram reel.
ASMR, bro.
Yeah, for real. And I'm like, ugh, I feel like I need to get better at that.
Yeah. And then also a lot of the times, like, I don't know if you've seen like all these videos lately where they are recording and some bullshit happens of like their clients walking in late. And I don't know if you've seen the one lately that it was like the guy brought in his girlfriend for a nail appointment. And she was like, oh, well, no, she's late. I can't take her no more. And he freaking threw shit at her.
No.
Yeah, girl, it's all over
crazy.
TikTok. Like, it's been insane lately for like all the appointments.
Which I'm so glad I never had to deal with like an actual working at a salon and like just getting completely strangers like.
Right? Like, oh my gosh. I had one time it was one of my clients' cousin, I think, or something. She had booked an appointment. She missed her nail appointment. And so it was already like 30 minutes later, right? And another client that was already, I moved up a client and she walks in, she's like, oh, I'm here for my appointment. I'm like, bro, you're late. Well, can you take me? I was like, no. So she went and she booked under a different name because I had banned her.
Oh.
And then again,
I mean, you still have the same face.
Yeah, like it was again late, right? And then she showed up, and when she showed up, I saw her and I went and I locked the door right away. And I remember she knocked on that door and she was like, I can't believe you're not going to see me. Like, she went crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell? She's like, I really want you to do my nails. Not like that, bitch. Like, get out.
We don't need that energy here, girl. You're fired.
Yeah. I was like, I remember I told she's my friend, now, but I was like, bro, like, you need to tell your cousin to calm down. I'm not doing her nails. Like, she's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's, have you ever had to deal with any crazy stuff like that?
No.
Never.
I only had to fire one client before.
Really?
Yes, because she did not.
What was the reason?
She did not respect my time.
Oh,
the same thing. She did not respect my time, and she would just be like, "If you're in a budget, that's fine." Then I would like try to work with her, like, okay, like, what kind of designs you can afford, and I would like switch it up. Then I would, and this was when I was kind of starting, so I still had a lot of flexibility and like kind of like windows in my day, and I would book her, and then she would cancel. And I was working at a hair salon because I used to rent out like a little space there. So she was like a regular there for many years. I think like they had been in business with her hairstylist for like 20-something years.
Dang,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I was new there at doing nails, and she became my client, but she wouldn't respect my time, and she would be like, make an appointment, and then she would cancel it, and she's like, oh, I didn't have a closing she was a realtor.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I push it back, or I have to go to a showing, and I'm like, okay, but I'm still trying to run a business.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Yeah, and then then she would sit in my chair, and then I would do her nails, and like you're kind of like in a how do you say it, like, just like the courtesy, like if you're with a client and she sees that, okay, your next client is here, and then I'm trying to like move quicker, like, okay, now go wash your hands so I can put the top coat. She will like take her time to get up, and like she was just like if she would do it like yes, como like she did it on purpose. And then I remember, I don't know what she did, it's like, oh, I got my hands dirty. Oh, I'm gonna go wash my hands. And I'm like, girl, you just washed your hands. And my client is there like, You're running into her appointment now. And I'm just like, it's like common sense. Like, don't be rude. But
have courtesy.
Yes, have courtesy. And no, okay, that was like strike number 1. And then strike number 2, always canceling. And then one time she wanted to book again, and I was like, I have no openings. So then I tried to like, I was like, I have no openings, because hasta eso a veces me decía, do you think I can like do my nails and then I can pay you when I get paid? I'm like, girl.
Do you go to Target and ask them if you could take something and then?
And then she's like, well, the hair girls, they do that for me.
Qué bueno.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, but you've been friends in the relationship with them for like 20-something years.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I don't do that here.
Yeah.
So that was like strike number 3. And then finally she kept still reaching out. And I was like, girl, no, I don't have any openings. Yeah. Girl, she went to go look for me. And she sitting there like not having a client. And she's like, I thought you said you didn't have availables. I was like,
yeah. I'm not. Do you see me?
Not for you.
I'm on my phone. I'm just kidding.
Not for you.
Yeah. But see, it's like they always think And that's one of, I think, the horrible things being in the service industry is that people think because you're in the service industry that you have to serve them no matter what. And it's like, no, we are our own, bosses. So we choose who we want to serve and who we don't.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean that you own me.
Yeah.
And
if you come in with
a
a negative energy, like you don't want that in this space.
No.
Like,
yeah. That's one of the things that I feel like we have to deal with a lot. It's the fact that, like, well, you're doing my nails, so you're going to do what I tell you. Y apúrate. Or
tiempo.
Yeah. And it's like, wait, last I checked, you're in my space. Like, you don't tell me what to do. You're paying me for a service that I offer, but I don't have to give you the service. Yeah. Like, it goes both ways. And I think a lot of, as consumers, sometimes are not respectful of our time, our space, and the things that we love to do, because we're doing it because we love to do it. We're not going to a 9-to-5 because that's obviously not what we love.
Yeah.
And I think when we choose ourselves before anybody else, it becomes a problem sometimes for those who haven't chosen themselves.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, in the service industry. So now, are you at a studio on your own, or do you share space with someone?
No, I have my own studio.
Dang.
I've been having my own studio for like 7 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I used to work. I started doing my friends on the side, and then I was at home, just like in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. Then this lady had found my work and reached out to me because she was going to open up a nail salon inside that hair salon.
Okay.
And she's like, hey, I've seen your work. You do really good work. Would you like to come work at a salon? And I always wanted to work at a nail salon.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, this is a perfect opportunity. I'm going to learn more. Like, I'm going to be working at a salon. So then I said yes. That was an experience because I learned a lot from that, too, business-wise. Like, I was basically running it by myself.
No way.
Yeah, and I was bringing in my own clients through my social media.
Yeah.
And then the little ones that would walk in through, that were there at the salon.
Yeah.
So then her and the salon owner had some problems. Then that lady usually ended up leaving.
Yeah.
And I was in good terms with the hairstylist, the owner, and she's like, well, you can stay here and rent out your first little booth. So that was my first little booth, which I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even have enough clients. I don't know how I'm going to pay rent. But I was also very understanding, and she was like, it's okay. Like, if you have slow weeks, I'll work with you. And that's kind of how I basically worked for somebody just for a short amount of time.
Just to build up.
Yep. And then the not good thing for me, but not good for her because her business did not was not successful. She bought everything new, and she had so many products, and then she ended up selling everything.
Dang.
So she ended up selling me everything.
Yeah.
And she let me do like little payments and stuff. So like it was great for me because I was barely starting off my business. So that's kind of ever since then I've been a solo. Well, I technically was solo since I started, and just little by little throughout the years, like I just kind of like grew my clientele, and then from there that hair salon actually closed down too. And then I just decided to I think I'm ready to rent out
your own suite.
My own suite. And then I was there for my first little suite for 5 years.
Yeah.
Until I outgrew it. And I was so crammed in there, and I kept buying more supplies, and I just didn't fit in there anymore. And Pam, she had moved to a different, bigger place, and because that's where I met Pam, Skin by Pamela.
Yes.
I met her at those suites.
Yeah.
And then she told me, girl, what are you still doing here? You don't even fit here no more. Like, go somewhere bigger. And I was like, you're right. Why am I still here?
Yeah.
So then I looked around, and I saw a much more bigger space, and I took a leap of faith again, and I just did it. And now I have an extra little room too that my niece is actually getting ready to move in and do her little lashes there too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
that's awesome. Yeah. So where are you located at?
I'm in Castle Hills. In Selma.
Are you in the same area where Pam's at?
Yes, she's literally my neighbor.
Oh, dang.
So I have a different office, but it's in the same building.
That same little
cajita.
No, it's not a cajita because it's huge.
They're like offices.
Yeah, but they're offices. Yeah.
Yes, I have my own little office and my little suite there. So.
Dang, that's really cool because I feel like back when I started, like it wasn't very known for you, like that you could do all these little things of like being on your own. I think like Sola was around, which was the Sola Salon Studios was around, and that was like the only sweet space that I had heard of in California, right? But where I lived in the desert, and there was nothing for you to go out and do that. I remember I opened my salon because I was like, okay, what else am I going to do? I don't want to work for anybody. So I had my salon, but it wasn't until I moved here that I rented my first studio on my own and I'm so glad it was by myself because I didn't like having the salon part. But it's really cool. Like you're able to become your own boss now. And I think a lot of girls, especially now the younger generation, I feel like they need to know that you're able to do that, but you got to remember you got to put in the work.
Yes.
And
you got to put in the work, practice, and be honest. Be honest with your clients. Like if you're a beginner, don't bring clients in thinking I'm a professional at this.
That's your picture.
Yeah, and they get a different picture and then they show up and they walk out with something completely different. The clients are not going to come back.
Yeah.
But if you're honest, you're like, hey, I'm a beginner. Like with me, like all my clients knew like I was a beginner and like I started like practicing on my clients and they knew.
Yeah.
And they still, they followed me from, my customers from the boot shop. They knew that I wanted to do nails and I just wanted to practice. But I got their trust.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, yeah, work on us. And then that's how you have to create like relationship with your clients and know like, okay, she's trying her best. Like she wants to master this, but and then every time they would come like, oh, it's getting better. Oh, you did a class because you want to better your craft. And if they see you working for your dreams and they believe in you, then they're going to keep on coming back.
Yeah. And they're going to recommend you.
And if you do like a good vibe and you're just honest and just be honest, and also don't be like, I'm a beginner, but I'm going to charge like a master. Because those clients are not going to come back. So you have to really build that like connection with clients. And I think that's what, how I got my clients. Like they believed in me since day one and they continue coming back. And, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to learn together.
Yeah. And that's awesome because, again, it's you have built that trust with them. You have built your craft. You are trying the new things. You're not afraid to try the new things, but you're also not afraid to tell them, look, it might not look right now, but that's because I'm learning or that's because I'm trying this new thing, whatever the case might be.
Like when I started doing the Russian manicures, I was telling my clients, I told them they went through the process with me because I would post it like, oh, in my Russian class. So they saw me going through class and all that, and then they would come to the appointment. I was like, okay, we're trying this. It'll take me a little bit longer, and I was like, but we're going to perfect it. And I'm not going to charge you like a normal, like when I master it, then I'll charge you more.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm practicing and I'm like, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Also, give me your review. Te duraron, no te duraron, like how was the retention? Like I need their feedback too to make me a better nail tech for them.
Yeah.
So
and that's where a lot of clients fail too. They don't give you the feedback of what's going wrong. And a lot of the times you don't know if you did something wrong because they don't say anything and they just stop coming. Or they'll give you like a couple more tries y luego ya. But how are you supposed to fix anything?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, or even like for the crystals, I have, my clients, I'm trying this new gel, this new glue. Let me know how the retention is. And then if not, I'll fix it. Or the next time I'm like, okay, I'll do, do we keep that one or do we not keep it? Or what works with one client doesn't work with the other client. And with me, I have returning clients. So everybody's a little bit different. So I kind of like adjust to their needs and how they're going to wear their nails because some have like really hard work and some don't. So what works with one person might not work for another one. But they've been my regulars for so long, so I know already kind of like, I'm learning with them what works for them and works for us.
That's awesome, because you're like, a ver, ¿quién lava los trastes todos los días?
Yeah. ¿Quién no lava?
¿Quién no lava? It's like you get a client right now, oh, no haces nada, ¿verdad? I'm just kidding.
No, and sometimes clients come in, the ones like gardening and haciendo en el jardín and con tierra. And, yes, or like, oh, it broke because I was working. I'm like, girl, did you use your own hands to like dig up the dirt?
Or man, like, or the thing is like, Your freaking nails are not tools.
Yes,
you cannot be opening
tools.
boxes.
Yes, I get so mad at them, and then if they start picking at it and then pulling it,
that's me.
Oh, girl, I go off at them. I'm like, don't talk to me right now. I'm
know.
pissed off.
Right? I was the one that I was like, you cannot be using your nails for tools. You cannot be doing all this shit. But here I am, like picking off the gel or the moment, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah. It's always like very trying. But okay, so now I'm gonna ask you one thing. How is your relationship now with your parents?
Okay, so now they have seen everything that I have accomplished by myself and how hard I've worked, and now they're just like, they come around. Yeah. It's still not the best. Yeah. But they will never tell me that I'm proud of you. Yeah. But they say it by their actions. Okay. My 2 or 3 of actually all my siblings have, because they also didn't believe in me, and they were like, "Oh, girl, you're never gonna get your life together." But actually, they sat down with me or have had deep conversations with me to tell me like, "I'm proud of you, sis."
Oh man, that's awesome, because I feel like that is very like just for you more of like, I did it. Yeah, I did it, and
girl, I didn't have a car to go to school. I had to figure it out. Even recently, girl, I've had obstacles all the time, and I'm always positive. Like, so much shit might be happening because I always think like it could be worse. Yeah. Like, because I look at other people or clients talk to me, I was like, it could be worse. It could. And I'm just like, grateful. They stole my car. I don't know how I'm gonna get to work, but I'll be there. Oh my god. So, girl, I got in my car stolen 3 times.
No way.
I cannot joke you. 3 times.
Ya ni modo. A ver.
Okay. Oh calling the insurance, do the claim.
No way.
And then they got recovered, and then it got stolen again, girl. Dang. Yeah. So my clients have been through it. Yeah. Through the good and the bad, girl, and I think that's why they also support me a lot, because they see how hard and dedication. Yeah, I am to my job. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, girl, because I was like, even like for a while, I was like Ubering, because I was just like down the street from my suite. Yeah. I didn't have a car then. And they would be like, my first client, either it was my friend client or like my actual friends, that it was their appointment. Yeah. I'm like, okay, can you pick me up? Because at the moment I don't have, or I would get Ubers, but that gets expensive too.
It does.
And then
and also depending on the time of day that you freaking get the Uber. Yeah.
So with Uber or clients driving me to my appointment, to my job, I was there doing their nails, and they were like, oh, it's good, like it's just like a pause, or like
things happen.
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens, and I think like as long as you always keep your faith and
always positive. Like I wasn't even sad. Like stuff like that happens to me all the time, and I'm like, I got it.
Because they're trials.
They are, and
I'm always trying to see your reaction.
Yeah, I'm always positive. I thank God that I never. Like I know a lot of people have like depression or se les cierra el mundo. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, okay, no. Like I've always been so positive, super positive. Literally, like the world might be like coming down in like the world, and Clara vive en su mundo.
Pues está bien. Bien feliz. Es lo que necesitas, porque I think if you let the things that might break someone down, if you let them break you down, then you have nothing else left. Yeah. And you have to keep on fighting that fight, because God will never freaking just let you be. Like, He will always be there to pick you up no matter what. Yes. It's on how you react to the situation that's going to make it or break it. Yeah. And I think with that positivity and always thinking like, damn, like, others have it worse.
Yeah. Yes. And I always feel like God was always protecting me. Like, even I didn't have the support with my family. Yeah. I always feel like someone was always like they're watching me. Yeah. And putting the right people in your path. Because it is crazy how I ended up even going back to school. Like my best friend now, she's also in the beauty industry. Yeah. She's a nail tech. She had just arrived from New Jersey. Yeah. She had no friends. I was literally the first person she talked to, because I was at that mall working retail, and I sold her some boots. And then we just started talking about nails, and she's like, hey, how about we just get together and do nails and practice? And then I was like, yeah, I'm down. So it was just a random stranger that I met at the mall, and we were just going to get together to do nails. And she knew a little bit more about nails at the time than me. And we just got together. That's awesome. We started like practicing, and then she motivated me to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I motivated her to get her license because it's different when you move from state to state.
Yeah, you have to get and if you're missing hours, you have to make up those hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she was my number one fan. She was my best. She became now she's my bestie, and we can just talk about nails or what's going on in the nail world. And I feel like that's like destiny. Like God put her in my life to be like, this is the path that you're supposed to go. You're supposed to meet this person. Yeah. So then you can like just like echarle ganas. And you're like, okay, you know what? She was just a random stranger, and we just literally just talked about beauty and got together and started practicing.
Because I think God will never leave you alone, even when you think you're alone.
Yeah.
Even when you think that there is nobody standing by your side, even when you think that the world is falling apart around you. Like he will, like you said, you always felt like he was always there protecting you, and he was. And he said, and even if
he sent this person just
an angel, like basically, like,
hey, here's your bestie. Yes. She's gonna love nails, and y'all are gonna get together and.
That's good. Like your
learn.
Sister.
Yeah,
right?
My nail sister.
Your nail sister.
My bestie.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you said you have siblings. Older?
Yes. Everybody's older than me.
Older than you?
Yeah.
So you're the baby?
Yes.
Y ni así? Like...
Oh, no, girl. Era bien cabrona growing up. I had an attitude.
Yeah.
I loved to party and stuff. And even when my mom kicked me out and I was living with that boyfriend for a little bit, and that shit was toxic, my brother actually came and rescued me, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I was living with him and my 4 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
But he was like, you're gonna have to go, like after a while, like you're gonna have to do something. Like, yes, I was working, and I was helping him a lot also with my nieces.
Yeah.
So I was like taking care of the kids, helping him, and and his wife with the kids, because they had like 4 kids, all same, almost like yes, and they worked long hours. So.
No hay tele.
Yeah, no, I
have 4 kids too, but mine are spread apart.
No, they were like back to back. So
Damn.
I would help them a lot, and then I was still trying to do my dream, and I was working my ass off to like save up to go back to school, and then I didn't know where I was going with life at that moment, and then my other sister also reached out to me because she was living in Houston, and she was like wanting to start her own family, and she was running her business over there, and she was like, hey, how about you move in with me and you help me and I can help you, and you have somewhere to stay, and then you can go to beauty school over there like in Houston. And I thought, I was like, that's a great idea because Houston is so big, and like the beauty industry over there is big too. So then I was like, okay. So I just packed up my stuff and literally left everybody behind, and I moved to Houston. And people remember me, like my job too. I was like, I'm going to quit because I'm going to go chase my dreams of being an nail tech, and I'm going to go to school in Houston.
Yeah. So is that where you went to beauty school in Houston?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't? Oh, dang. Pero te fuiste.
Yo me fui, agarré mis cosas y me fui. And I was like, I don't know, like I was just like bouncing from home to home and just trying to save up money and go back to school.
Yeah.
So then I went to Houston, and that...
It wasn't good.
Shit happened again.
También?
This shit happened, and then I ended up coming back to San Antonio, and then I just like busted my ass. And that's when I was like, you know what, I'm tired. I don't care if I don't have the money to go back to school at the moment. I'm gonna start practicing.
Yeah.
And that's how I started practicing. And my friends, I'm like, what color do you want? Because I'm just have enough
to get. Tengo 5 colores. Escoge. I'm just.
¿Qué vas a querer? ¿Qué color vas a querer para ir a comprarlo? Y nada más así. Y así comencé.
Pues sí, porque tienes que empezar like slowly.
Sí, poquito a poquito. My niece will always remember. It's like, I remember I wanted this set. It was like I did gel manicure on her, and she's like, I really wanted it pink, but you only had red. And then and then so I was like, yep, girl. And then she remembers too. And so then I had like my little traveling little cart, and I would do home visits at first too. So I would do at home visits, and then I moved to that. I worked for a little bit at that salon until I finally was just like, enough of like me driving to people, them coming to me. I was like, I just need one space for just me, and that's when I decided to rent out my own suite. And
that's cool.
I was not ready. I was not fully booked,
but it's okay.
I had faith.
You had a faith and a dream.
Faith and a dream, and I have not ever not had enough to pay rent or pay my bills.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, and you should be very proud of yourself as well.
Yes.
Because I feel like we always hear, there is people on the outside, and you might not hear from your parents, And sometimes as parents, I think it's hard to especially the older generation, it's hard for them to tell us, I'm proud of you. But
oh yeah, those are my parents.
Yeah.
Old
but
school.
know that I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that they are proud of you. And I'm pretty sure probably too that they do regret, they might not tell you.
I don't think they regret it, because honestly, I don't regret everything I went through, because if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't make me who I am now. So,
but I think as parents, you get that little, like when you fuck up with your kids, like I know, like when my oldest is 22 and then our youngest is 8. So me and my husband have changed as parents from our first one to like our last one.
you have to adjust.
Yeah. And we've become better people as we've, as they've gotten older. And there's things that I tell my daughter, like, and both me and my husband, we both tell her, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I did this or that I was so strict during this time. And I do regret it, as a parent. And maybe not everybody's the same, but I know as a parent, I wish I could be the parent that I am now from the moment she was little.
Yeah.
Because I would change so many things, and I would be less strict and I would be more understanding, especially throughout high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that's the hardest time of anybody's life.
Yeah, I think because with my siblings, everybody was different. And I think me and my parents just never were able to understand each other. Yeah. And we would just bump heads all the time. Yeah. And they just wouldn't understand me.
And they're hard-headed.
Yeah.
Old school.
And then I'm like, why aren't you like, they would always tell me like, why can't you be like your sister? Like,
you're not.
She's just well-behaved and no le gusta ir to the clubs or anything. Yeah. Like, why can't you be like her?
Because you're not her.
Because I'm not her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you're you. And I think, and that's what makes you you. Yeah. Like it's true. Like you don't regret the way that you did things because you wouldn't be the person you are today.
Yeah. And like, I literally had nothing to lose. Like I had nothing. Yeah. So I had nothing to lose. If I fell, I had nothing.
¿Quién te iba a decir algo?
Nadie.
Yeah.
So
¿Quién
like,
te iba a recoger? Tú sola.
Yeah. And then I had my parents to prove wrong. Like I did it because I'm like, I'm going to prove everybody. Watch me. Oh, you didn't want to help me?
Watch me.
Yeah. I'm going to do it all by myself. You don't want to teach me how to drive? I'm going to learn how to drive. Yeah. Like, I did everything by myself. If I needed, how do you get, like, credit? Like, how do you get your first car? How do you rent out your own place? Like,
all that on your own.
I had to learn everything by myself, just with friends or clients. Yeah. A lot of my clients have helped me. They're older. Like, I have all kinds of clients. Yeah. If I have any questions about literally life, I would just ask one of my clients, like, hey, I'm having an issue, like, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's like the relationship that we have built. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, man. So I'm sure you have, like, you have a few clients who are more like a parent figure, too.
Yes.
That you could just, like, go to them and be like, like, break down and cry, know? And,
Yeah. We've had all kinds of sessions at Clara Beauty Nails. Yeah. It's a safe space for everybody.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right. If you could tell 3 things to somebody coming out of beauty school, what would be your advice to them?
First of all, you gotta believe in yourself. Like, it doesn't matter if nobody believes in you, you gotta believe in yourself. And just keep on pushing every day. You cannot take a break. If you take a break, life will get to you and you get distracted. So just stay focused on your goal and keep on pushing. And the third one, what would be the third one? Just be yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, don't try to sell something or a personality that you're not. Just truly be yourself, and people and clients the right clients for you will gravitate to you, and they will stick around. Through your ups and downs, they're going to be there. So, and you'll have 100%. A faithful client.
Yes.
It will always be coming back.
That's awesome. All right. And if you could tell everybody where they could find you, your social medias, where they could book.
Yes. So Clara Beauty Nails, all my social medias, Instagram, TikTok. I officially did my YouTube channel as well, like 2 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to start posting more of like my nail art there. Yeah. Fun stuff. It's just nails.
And it's also Clara Nails.
It's Clara Beauty Nails on all social medias.
Okay, cool. So you guys know where you can find her. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me.
Yay. I was, like I said, I've been so excited. I've been wanting a nail tech to come on. I'm like, come on. Yeah. But thank you so much. And please, everyone, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere you can find the podcast. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.